What?
You had to pull it up on your other phone, I think.
On the road again. On the road with Chaddy and Mel.
I just got a notification.
Hell yeah. I don't need this right now. We're live, guys. We're on the way back from fucking Louisiana. So we figured we'd do like we said we was gonna do. We went live on the way here. We went live last night. And we're going live on the way home. Sorry, I'm getting everything situated. We're barreling down the interstate. So, wish I could find a way to set this right. Anyway. Y'all tap in, man. We're going to be moving around a little bit, but I'm going to do the best that I can. We, how far away are we? We're about 5 hours out. From old Homestead. What up, Backwoods? What up, Adrian? What up, Drunken Monk? God damn it.
As soon as I hit a bump, that's going to fall.
Well, I mean, doing what I can do. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. You know what I'm saying? We're on the way back from Louisiana, man. Had a really productive weekend. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Chance? Really productive weekend, man. We we got some dope ass content with Broadnax, and close to a 2-hour interview. We filmed a day in the life of us too. It wasn't like a super long one, just because we were filming stuff for like other platforms. This is our third live that we've done since we've been out of town, so that's dope. Appreciate y'all tuning into those. I know it's midday during the day on Monday, so I'm not sure who all is going to be able to check in with us, but we're going to hang out with y'all for a while, make the drive seem not as bad. We just got done eating lunch. Yeah, my bad, or Will, we appreciate y'all tuning into the podcast today too. SMG Jimmy. This week, man, we've driven a lot. We drove 8.5 hours there on Saturday, and we're driving 8.5 hours back.
I logged 972 miles on the trip and 318 to go.
Yeah.
So right at 1,300 miles.
Yeah, we're really utilizing this unlimited mileage on this rent a car. But it worked out. You know, everything turned out really well. We're dropping the interview. The full Broadnax interview will be out next Wednesday, October the 12th. And we will piece out clips and shorts after that. The whole 40 days he's out on tour. That's the plan. October 12th is their first show of the second leg of the tour. So, 17 of you in here, 6 likes. Come on, man.
Don't get him cussing. Be quiet.
You need to come through the SIP. We're going through the SIP right now, Kevin.
We just left out of Grenada.
Yeah, hated them Louisiana roads. Too many bumps. Man, compared to Nashville, bro, these roads are beautiful. I mean, Nashville is so much worse than this.
Yeah.
Will Fight, it's a great podcast episode for sure. Jimmy is genuine and awesome. Yeah, SMG Jimmy is a super, super cool dude, man. Glad that happened. I've got a sit down interview with him, like a 21-minute sit down interview. That'll drop in the next few weeks as well. That we shot after the podcast. So stay tuned for that. And me and him have some potential music in the works too. So just trying to continue waking. You know what I'm saying? Prince Harmony said, "What's up, Chad? It was your channel that made me send Lil White sealed copies of projects he didn't even have. Appreciate the chat." That's what's up, man. I'm down in Brookhaven, actually, Union Church, the middle of nowhere. Okay, Kevin. I don't like the football team that much in Louisiana, but they have some great artists. Oh, yeah, Chance. What's up, KWB? Catherine, afternoon. And I don't know what the service is going to hit for. It's kind of in and out this whole trip. Tillatoba Road. We're just passing that, whatever that is. Strong. But yeah, we've been on the run, on the go, baby. We've got about, what, 5 hours left on the drive, a little less than that? Yeah. 4. We're halfway there. About the same length we were, like, on the way down here when we went live. We were about halfway there.
So it says 4 hours and 16 minutes, but I use that as a personal challenge. We'll get home less than 4 hours.
We'll get home in 13 minutes, probably, so. Speed limit says 70, we're doing 111. Hell yeah. Keith Green, what's up from Alabama? What's up, man? What's up, man?
Out of the 12 states that we've been in, Alabama's not one of them.
We hadn't hit Alabama yet? We hadn't driven through it or anything? Well, isn't that something? That's like the only state around here. We went to Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Kentucky.
Touched in Arkansas.
Indiana. We touched in Arkansas, Ohio. Florida. Indiana. I said Indiana already. Is that all of them? We didn't hit the Carolinas?
Yeah, north and south.
North and south, Kakalaki, baby. We're trying to work a little bit this year, guys, in case y'all didn't notice. We about 75 miles from Memphis. Shout out to Project Pass. Shout out to Lil White. Need to link back up with old Pata. But yeah, man, the interview's really, really dope. I think y'all are gonna love it. It's you know, like I've said before, we've already got a 30-minute interview with Broadnax, but we just barely scraped the surface with him. Then we shot some random like interview style clips that we posted last. But we're doing like, this is going to be like an hour, 45-minute interview once I get it edited. And it's dope, man. And we did it at 3 different locations. We did one in the downtown area of like West Monroe, outside. We did the second one in his studio room. And then the third segment we did in his studio in a different room. So it's going to be 3 different settings, and it's over a 2-day period. You know what I'm saying? But October the 12th, it'll be dropping. Oh yeah, it's a Paw Ball shirt right there, baby. OG. Bubba said y'all taking Nash's trace, probably. You're not? Oh, not going that way?
We did going down, but I bypassed it this go around.
Kevin says, I love your videos, man. Cool shit. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, Kevin.
We had lunch at
Lost Pizza Company. It was pretty good, actually. We wanted something different. We've just been eating, you know, Mexican food or like just chicken and fries, just simple type stuff. So we wanted some Italian something. And I found this place, and it was pretty good. It didn't knock our socks off, but it was dope. I mean, it was good. We had pizza, like a little bit like a little personal pan pizza, and some fried ravioli, and some like and some spaghetti. We kind of just shared it. It's kind of like what we do when we go places we've never been.
We like to sample.
You get a few different, a few different dishes and kind of just share them. You ever try for a Yellow Wolf interview? At some point, that'd be dope, man. I know Squints has been in contact with Zilla, who manages Wolf, and Yella knows about the podcast just through Strug when Strug was on it. So at some point that'll happen, I'm sure, and an interview will too, I'm sure. It's just timing, you know. It's just at the right time, and it'll happen at some point, I'm sure. Yo, Chaddy, please tell me a good movie to watch. I like sci-fi thrillers like The Twilight Zone and The Ring and shit like that. I'm trying to think of something, man. I don't know what I was on the streaming platforms anymore because they take stuff off of it so much. Lights Out's a pretty good one. It's similar to like The Ring, kind of. It's that style. You know, I'm not super big into like jump scare movies anymore just because there's so many of them. But I thought that one, they did well with that one. Another one that's really good is The Black Phone. That just came out this year. That one's really dope. It's got some creepy vibes to it. Did you watch Pearl yet, Chad? What about the Jeffrey Dahmer show? Chance, I haven't seen Pearl. I loved X, and I know that's a prequel to X, but I heard it's not really even a horror movie. I do want to see it, though. In the Jeffrey Dahmer series, I've watched the first 3 episodes. I've just got to finish it. But I'll finish it at some point. At some point, we'll finish that some bitch, so you know what I mean? Pearl is a movie it's a prequel to a movie called X that came out earlier this year. It's a horror movie. I have not seen the Monsters movie, man. Rob Zombie, I just don't know what he's doing lately. I haven't liked like his last 2 or 3 movies at all. Halloween 2, I didn't like at all. 3 from Hell, I fucking hated. And this is like the Monsters. I never watched that show. So I'm not in any hurry to see that. Maybe at some point if it's on like a free app, I might watch it, but
Not gonna buy it, put it in your collection.
do what?
So not gonna buy it, put it in your collection.
Nah, I mean if I get it like a code for it on Voodoo, I will, but I watched some BTS about Halloween Ends. Didn't watch the Monsters movie. Don't watch that Monsters movie yet. Halloween Ends. I fucking hated Halloween Kills. Hated it so much. I hated it. And that's the first movie I took Mel to, and it was just like one of the worst movies I've seen in the last 5 years. Halloween Ends. I think me and Skaggs are gonna go watch it at the theater. It can't be worse than that last one. I say that, and it may be, but Jeffrey Dahmer episodes are crazy. Nothing different from any played out psycho killer documentary. People say you get a demon from it. What's wrong with this generation? Am I into the Clerks movies? Man, not really. I like Kevin Smith. I just don't really like those movies. I've seen the first Clerks. I watched it a few different times. Never really got into that one. And then I didn't even finish Clerks 2, and I haven't seen Clerks 3. But I liked Jay and Silent Bob. I liked, there's a couple of his movies that I liked. Red State, I like that one. What do you think about your Tennessee Titans? Look like they're starting to get this year. That scares me because my Commanders play y'all this weekend. Well, the Titans are, you know, they're 2-2, but the last 2 weeks they've been up 24-10 at the half, and then didn't score a point in the second half of the last 2 games and barely won. So they're winning, but they're not winning. It's not like good wins, really. Hopefully they'll beat y'all's Washington team, but I don't know. You never know with them. You never know who's going to come play, man. You don't ever know, baby. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I know it's during the day on a Monday. A lot of people are probably at work. I've seen the original Jason, I think, but never understood why they remade it so many times.
I don't think he's gonna die this go around.
It's on Halloween.
Yeah, there'll be another one.
That's why it's my thing is like, just fucking end them, man, or create new movies. Like, and this is somebody that loves horror movies, but bro, I'm so sick and tired of all these rehashes of Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface. They just remake everything. They reboot it. They do different storylines. Oh, this movie is not in this storyline. It's in a whole different one. Stop that Avengers ass bullshit, man. That's that fucking Avengers bullshit that I don't get down with them horror, man. Like, just, that's just my opinion, though. Some people are fine with them making something all the time, and that's cool, too. It's just not my thing. And I thought this new Texas Chainsaw movie was fun, but, like, I don't know. Make slashers great again. Oh, yeah.
Got likes.
Yeah, we got 13 in here and 11 likes, yeah. Y'all hit the like button if you hadn't already. We're going to chill with y'all for the foreseeable future. I don't know what the service is going to look like. Right now it's doing pretty good, so that's good. It is Halloween season, so that's always good. I always like to watch a lot of horror movies in the month of October. I hadn't got a chance to watch any yet just because we've been ripping and running.
It's going to be a busy month.
It's going to be a very busy month, so I'm going to try to get a few of them in on my off time. When I'm at the house editing footage and stuff, I can put some on in the background. There's a few that I have to watch every year, you know, just because like a tradition. Just like with Christmas time. There's a list of Christmas movies that I make sure I watch at least once. And then there's movies like Christmas Vacation that I watch 10 times. So, really nice, Clark. Gift. That's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year. We on the way back from going to see my boy Broadnax grind to shine. Bruh, we're paying Ryan Tannehill $35 million, and that motherfucker had 130 yards passing yesterday. 130 yards passing, that's all he had. 2 touchdown passes, but that he threw for 130 yards. And Matt Ryan threw for that much in the first quarter, I'm pretty sure. But we won the game. You know, I mean, what up, Rex? Santa Claus with Tim Allen, Kingpin Tim Allen. Yeah, Tim Allen used to have them fucking. He used to have them daggum. What was he like? Moving keys or something? He was like a drug dealer in the 70s. He went to prison and all kinds of shit. You know that?
No.
Tim the Toolman Taylor for sure.
Really?
Yeah. No, there's only one Worm song that hasn't been released, and it'll get released at some point. It's just Lex is taking his time because that's the last song we got of Worm. So we're not rushing that. I don't know what Lex has planned for it. I just recorded Worm's song and sent it to Lex. So that's up to Lex. Whatever Lex wants to do, Lex is going to do that. So that's all that's left, though. That's all we have left. There's a little white on the label. No, he's independent. Cincinnati's going to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't know, man. Y'all started off a little rough, Bubba. I don't mean y'all ain't going to win it. Y'all are definitely going to be in the talks for it, I'm sure. But sure.
Starter pack.
For sure. Can I switch this to? Final destination right there, guys. Look at that. That doesn't look terrifying at all, does it? God. Jeez Louise, man. Poor Chaddy.
I see a lot of those down here.
Golly. Get me out of here. Any new merch drops? We're gonna drop some show and prove hoodies, I'm pretty sure, or ChadArmesTV hoodies or something in the winter month. We're just not sure yet. But that's all that we have for merch right now as far as new merch. Yeah, Toolman got caught with like 6 kilos or some shit. And I think he was a snitch too.
Oh shit.
Tim the Snitch Man Taylor, dude. It's crazy. Tim the Tool Man had 6 kilos. Just think about that, guys. The guy that was doing had 6 fucking kilos.
I wonder what made him be like, obviously, I'm not good in the drug game. Let me be a comedian.
Yeah, because he was a stand-up comedian before he got the show. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Who knows? That's weird. Unless maybe he was doing the comedian stuff and he just wasn't paying. I don't know. Any pants with the hoodies for the winter months? I'm not sure, man. We're still trying to figure all that out. We're just kind of trying to work out the kinks with all that stuff. I've still got a bunch of merch I ain't sold from months and months ago. So y'all go to the fucking website. Y'all want to buy some merch, go to the website. There's limited sizes left of the show and prove stuff. And I got some shit to say. So ChadArmesTV.com. There's some of the show and prove hats left. There's a few dedicated albums left, just the albums, not the bundles. ChadArmesTV.com. Y'all go get y'all some hoich.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. The old Mississippi. The old man.
Oxford, Mississippi.
Batesville, baby. No relation to Norman.
Fuck, I'm tired.
Me too. But I'm gonna get to the house tonight and I'm gonna go ahead and edit. I'm gonna go ahead and edit old Paw Paw's video. See what we got come up with. I got a couple other interviews to edit down too. Fixing to try to get back in the groove of writing some new music too, guys. I know people have been asking me about that. Haven't written anything. I wrote one feature verse for somebody, but I haven't really written anything since Kemosabe. And we dropped that August 5th, but that song was done for 3 weeks before that. So I haven't really written anything other than a couple of a feature verse since then.
Done a few more weeks than that before.
We did?
Kemosabe was done several weeks before it dropped.
Yeah, so it's been probably 3 months since I wrote a new song. But shout out Lex, $5. But I've got a ton of beats that I'm going through with shout out to my guy Wee Wee. Play that beat Wee Wee. You've been getting beats from him since 2010. He's part of David Ray's production team. And me and him are about to get in the lab and really get some stuff together. Y'all stay tuned with that. Me and old nephew Lee Rizzle are talking about working on Bad Habits too. So we've got a couple of songs already tucked away for Bad Habits 2, but we may try to get some more knocked out. So working on finishing up O&E's debut solo project. Y'all be sure to go stream Eat. It's available on all streaming platforms right now. It's an amazing single. It's his first single back. Check that dude out. That's show and prove to the dirt, baby. Oh, Donnie's just been busy, I'm sure, working, man. This is towards the end of his busy months. October is like towards the end of his busy months, so he tries to get in as much as he can. Rest in peace, Warren, for sure. Yeah, Eat's a banger, man. think I'm gonna try to get me and O&E some songs together too. It needs to happen. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited about, you know, the content. And we've got so many interviews in the can already. We've got several podcast episodes already shot, already edited. But we're going to keep working like we don't have anything stacked up, because that's the best way to be, because in the event that one of us is down for a few weeks, then it doesn't hurt us, you know what I mean? We got early morning randomness dropping tomorrow morning. We're dropping those on Tuesday, Thursdays at 9 a.m. Mondays and Fridays at 9 a.m. That's the podcast. Sundays at noon, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. are the interviews. Okay? So every single day you're getting content from ChadArmesTV. Saturday's like a wild card day. It may have just a YouTube short. We may put up clips. Whatever I have, it may just be random music. Saturday's kind of like a wild card day. But every other day, we've got stuff dropping. So Sunday interview, Monday podcast, Tuesday early morning randomness, Wednesday interview, Thursday early morning randomness, and Friday podcast. So keeping it up, keeping on, baby. South Haven, bitch. South Haven, bitch. If you're in it, represent it. If you're in it, represent it. Shout out Project Pat.
Jesus.
Bata. I ain't watching, but listen, that's what's up, Brett. Travis, me and Squints have thought about that. If we did, it would probably just be a situation where we do it via him sending a link, than just having people, because it's his crib, bro. So we've thought about having fans as guests on the podcast, but just in a format of sending you the link and you call in with the video in or whatever. But that's something we've talked about for sure.
Yeah.
But we got to protect Squizzles, and you know, and then the fam and stuff. So that's the best way for us to do that. Yeah, Brad, keep pushing clips. One's gonna go viral. Yeah. The one with White, one of the ones with White talking about signing with 3-6 done. I mean, it's at like 500,000 views. It went stupid. Stupid. And I had to re-upload all those clips because YouTube demonetized all of them and like shadow banned them all. So I was like, well, let me just try to re-upload them in a different format, because people were asking where they went. So that's why I uploaded those again. People were wondering why. That's why I had to, because the YouTube was being weird. So I had to redo them. But we got everything situated now. Now we're good. Shout out to Lil White. Shout out to Lil White. Shout out to Project Pat. Shout out to Calhoun. Shout out to Broadnack. Shout out to all the people that I've been getting interviews with lately. Shout out to Cub. Shout out to White Sosa. Country, Sis. Leroy. I mean, there's been so many we've been doing them with. Blinky. Shout out Blinky. He was my first of the Artist Spotlight. Look, geez, the next one going to be on the Spotlight. We were supposed to interview him this past Friday, and he had an issue with his car, so we rescheduled. But he's going to be the second of the Artist Spotlight interview series. We're supposed to be shooting that this coming Sunday with him, so it'll drop soon after that. Do a meet and greet somewhere. Yeah, that'd be something we can maybe do at some point. For sure. Be dope. Yeah, it's been a good little drive. I mean, I think this drive's longer than Calhoun's, wasn't it? It's taken us 8.5 hours to get to Louisiana, where we was at in Louisiana. I want to say it only took us 8 hours to get to Adam.
Yeah, under 8. Like
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. Well worth it though, man. The content that we got from Broadnax is going to be dope, man. And the fans love Broadnax. They love seeing him on the channel. They love this side. He loves doing it. He loves helping me out. He loves that we come down there and show our dedication to him. He vocalized that, which was really dope to see yesterday. I didn't ask him or anything. He did it himself. He goes on like a 2 or 3 minute like clip about talking about the dedication that I have and that we have, and it was just dope. Shout out to Pawpaw. But yeah, man, I'm kind of getting back in the groove of music. Anybody that follows me, and Mel is noticing this because me and Mel have been together for almost 2.5 years, pretty much. And she's seen when me and her got together, I had just released my album 22. Okay, and when 22 dropped, I said, well, I don't know how I'm gonna top this. And then I went 3 or 4 months and didn't write no music because I go in the way that it's the way I've always been, y'all. I'll go through a 3-month span, 4 months, and not write a verse. And then I'll go through a month's time and I'll get 30 songs done in a month. And it's always been like that with me. It comes in droves, right? So then I dropped American Dream. American Dream was not as good of an album as 22. American Dream was a batch of songs that I recorded, and then I had another batch of like 10 or 12 that had been sitting for years that I didn't want to use for whatever reason. I wanted to put all of that stuff on one project to where I could start fresh with something new. We dropped American Dream April 1st of 2021. When that dropped, while I was in the middle of promoing that is when Worm got out. And then we linked up with Worm and started going crazy with the Worm content. So American Dream dropped, but I didn't really promote it any. And then later that year, last year, me and Leroy dropped Bad Habits, which is still doing well. That's the first time we charted. We charted number 6 in hip hop on iTunes. Me and Leroy dropped that September 24th last year. Then I started working on Dedicated, but I had recorded a couple of songs last year, but never even wasn't even trying to record solo stuff.
You were using your music as an outlet because you were dealing with Worm.
No, for sure. And then, we started doing the interviews real heavy at the end of last year. Got focused on that. We knocked Dedicated out this year. Spent the first 6 months of this year recording, mixing, mastering, doing videos for Dedicated. Dedicated dropped, and then a month after that dropped, we dropped Kemosabe. And I just haven't written any new music because I keep telling myself, well, I just want to focus on this. Excuse me. That's always how I've been now. But now I'm back to, trying to balance stuff out, trying to work, getting new beats, fixing to start recording some new music, collabing with other artists. We didn't do any collabs on the last album. I'm just going to record a bunch of songs, man. Look.
What?
Como.
Yeah.
We're currently passing Como, Mississippi, where we stopped on the way here at a gas station and heard Jelly Roll Son of a Sinner playing on the radio. Classic. So dope. But yeah, man, I'm excited about it. It's just kind of the way it's always been with me, man, with my music. It's just kind of I don't want to say feast or famine, but that's kind of what it is. I mean, just because I have a few different hats that I put on. There it is right there. So we're gonna see how it does. We're gonna write some stuff, see what we get out of it. But Dedicated is my best work to date, and I've dropped 28 albums, something like that, 28 albums / mixtapes since 2003, and I feel like Dedicated is my best project ever. And I didn't think I had that in me. You know what I mean? I thought that my best music, I had already made it. As crazy as that sounds, but we're just gonna see if we can strike again, Beanna, Mississippi, blink and you'll miss it.
It's on this, this Interstate 55.
55.
Interstate 20. Then, yeah, we drove past it.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man, that's the plan. That's the plan, is to just be vigilant with the content. Get back into doing the music stuff, whether it's collab projects, solo projects, whatever, singles. Just keep recording music, man. And then look up in 6 months, see what we got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we'll drop, because quiet as kept. Well, not even quiet as kept. Everybody knows this. There's 6 songs that didn't make dedicated that are dope as fuck that I'm gonna still put out. A couple with collabs, a couple of them are solo songs. It wasn't that they weren't good enough. We just didn't want to put 18 songs on dedicated. We wanted to keep dedicated 12 songs. Now, if you got the deluxe edition, it comes with 2 bonus tracks. But those are tracks that was already out anyways. Breaker Breaker and Forever Whistle. So we wanted to keep the album to 12 songs. But I knew these other 6 were going to get used at some point. It's just finding the right spot for them, you know. We're going to get back into shooting visuals and all that good stuff to keep the, you know, right now Bubble's the most recent one we've done. We're almost at 15,000 views on that one, so appreciate y'all for that. Just a little studio visual for the intro off the album. I love that song. Do the belly slap on the goddamn like button. We need one with Lex, you, Jelly, and Bravo. Yeah, that'd be epic, but the chances of that happening with them, with all 4 of us, well, Jelly especially, like, it's just, man, it's,
He's a busy man.
Yeah, Jelly just, I mean, he just doesn't have the time.
We just,
Every minute of Jelly's day is already thought out. So, like, for him to take time away from his day to do a song with somebody like me, and I'm not trying to say this to down myself. It just doesn't really make sense to Jelly to do that. And it's not that I know he doesn't want to do it. He just doesn't have the time to do it. You know what I mean?
He's making moves right now that we foreseen a year ago. We just didn't know the type of impact that it was going to be. And, you know, like, I think he's involved in 4 or 5 tours going on simultaneously at the same time. You know, each show that he puts on is for a different leg of the tour that he's involved in. So, you know, that's for him to come home and be home for a week and then say, I'm going to be gone for 11 weeks is a lot. And that's not where he was at a year ago. Of course, we were coming out of the COVID phenomenon. So a lot of the artists were limited on what they could do and how they could do it. But, I mean, he is balls to the wall. Gone. Out of here. So.
Well, and to be honest with you guys, if I had the choice to do a song with Jelly or another interview, I'd rather do another interview with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Jelly. Like, he's like a brother. But like where I'm at with stuff, for me, for ChadArmesTV, it makes more sense for me to do another sit-down interview with Jelly. Because that interview that me and him did last June, other than, we interviewed Leroy, and I interviewed CL Cakes, but it wasn't like interview stylish, if you would say. It was little parts that we were doing. Jelly was really the first interview that we did. We did one with T-Shawn. You know what I'm saying? Jelly was one of the first interviews we did on ChadArmesTV last year. Because even the Worm stuff wasn't interviews. But since last June, there's been so much that's happened. Now, he's been on the podcast, and we've talked about it. But we didn't even scrape the surface of Jelly's story on that last interview. We didn't even talk about the freestyle. That's what got ChadArmesTV You know what I'm saying? We didn't even talk about that. I wasn't as near as good at interviewing as I am now. So if I have a couple of hours I could get with Jelly, I would rather do it sitting down with him and doing an interview. And I know at some point that'll happen again, you know, but there's so much more me and him could still talk about that we haven't got to talk about yet. But T-Stoner, Jelly, and Rome track is dropping October 14th, Robert. How was it being present for the Son of the Sinner? Oh, man, that was crazy. That was the same. So, fun fact. That was the same night that I shot that interview with Jelly. We shot... so, we went down there 2 nights. The night that we shot Jelly's interview was one night, right? That was the night that he played us Over You. They had just written and recorded Over You. Squints wasn't there that night. Then we went down there another night, last minute. Squints calls me like midnight.
It was a Friday. It was Squints' birthday.
Yeah.
We had went out for Squints' birthday. We had parted ways. They were back in Murfreesboro. We were back home. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and Chad calls, and we had done said our goodnights, and Chad calls, and I could tell he was eating a sandwich. And I was like, what are you doing?
I was eating a turkey sandwich for sure.
He said, Squints just called. Jelly wants us at the studio. I rolled out of bed, put some clothes on, went and picked him up, and was down there in like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
so we were there for hours.
Yeah, so that was the second night. That's when we Jelly, we start drinking tequila. It's Squints' birthday. D-Ray's there. It's on the video clips, the studio nights clips I did. But it was Squints' birthday, so Jelly wanted us to come down. That's when he played us. Not only did he play us Son of a Sinner, he played us Dead Man Walking. So we got to hear Dead Man Walking and Son of a Sinner right after they recorded it. And it was just the skeletons of the song, which I posted clips of. But it was fucking wild to see a year, like 15 months later, it's getting played on the radio in Como, Mississippi. Slamming and jamming, Lebanon, Top Dollar was putting on a show. Jelly pulled Jelly out of the crowd in a freestyle battle. Hell yeah. You got like 40 songs. The interview's better options, especially for background. Yeah, for sure, bro. Like I said, me and Jelly, we got 30 songs that we did together before 2012. 2005, 2011, we did like 30 collabs together. Jelly was coming all the way out to Greenbrier in 2006, and we were cutting songs. And then collabs that we did when he got out of jail for the house arrest stuff that never came out, for like Game 1 White Boy 3. So me and Jelly have like 30 songs together. I Love You. That was a song that never even came out until way later.
Throwaway song.
Yeah. But yeah, that's exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. I would rather just interview. Gets regular spins on Kansas City radio stations. Hell yeah. Clip's legendary seeing it before it blew. It's a trip. We're almost in Memphis, Will J.
10 miles before I turn.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy for Jelly, and I've got one of the songs that I think he's gonna do that's gonna be his next single, and it's gonna be just as big of a smash. I feel like. I really do. I really do. And this song that that Stoner's dropping on the 14th, we've heard it already. Stoner did a 2-part podcast episode with us. They're going to drop next Monday and next Friday. We literally did 2 separate 1-hour episodes with Stoner. It was me, Stoner, One, and Squints. Both of them are awesome episodes. Shout out to Stone Baby. He's dropping a single that he produced. It's Jelly rapping verses, and Rome from Sublime is doing the hook, and the song is 2012 Jelly. But the vibe of it is like the vibe that's going on right now, but Jelly's rapping. Jelly's not singing, he's harmonizing, but he's fucking rapping, dog. And it is dope. It's one of the songs I believe that Stoner and him had for the rap album that they're working on. We just don't know when that's going to happen. But it's going to happen. Stoner talks about it in the podcast. But Chad Stone, baby.
Well, not to mention, like 8 months ago when Jelly cut that one rap album, well, just the song, and he sent it to you.
Yeah, he sent it to me and Squints. He sent it at 12:45 in the morning. He said I was already asleep. Checked it out the next day, and it's just a ridiculous freestyle. He's snapping. It's to a wee wee beat. Squints brought that up to him like last month. Jelly doesn't even remember it.
Okay.
So Squints says, "Well, so you're cool with me releasing it, right?" And Jelly started laughing. He was like, "Well, no, I don't know about that. I had to listen to it." It's such a fire freestyle. But yeah, I mean, he can still rap. At the end of the freestyle, he's like, "I've still got it." Like he's still. I mean, it's like he never stopped doing it. But
that's because he catches so much flack about people wanting him to be like he was, and you know, he can still do it.
Yeah, you just got to evolve.
But
like he talks about, I told Brian, I've said it so many times, but it rings true. Everybody, Jelly came up to me and he was like, "Everybody wants me to rap, man." He's like, "I get it, Chad." He said, "I love rapping." He was like, "But I can do Save Me when I'm 60 if I'm still here. I can't do Welcome to the Trap House when I'm 60. I don't do it now." He said, "I don't do any." The only rap song Jelly performs really at his shows is Hate Goes On. I mean, he's rapping on some of the songs, like Smoking Section. Sometimes he does Same Asshole. He's rapping on that, but they're Southern rock influence songs though. And he sings the hook on Hate Goes On. So it's like, it's got such a longer shelf life. And plus it's just about evolving too. Chaddy and Upchurch collab, that'd be dope, man. It'd just be if he ever wanted to do it. I mean, we went and interviewed him last year. He had made mention about doing collabing, but it just never ended up happening. But if it does, that'd be dope. And my thing is too, like when I go and do these interviews, I don't even speak about collabing with the artist musically most of the time. Like when me and John go do stuff with Broadnax, I don't. Me and Adam, me and Pat, me and White, we don't even talk about music. Like we just, because if that's gonna happen, then that'll happen. Like I'd rather do the interview stuff because nobody's doing that. You know what I mean? And if the music's supposed to happen together, then it will, organically.
People are doing interviews, but they're not hitting the pavement like we are. I mean, we're being invited into these people's homes, like, you know, it's kind of unmatched.
Yeah, well, and you know, like my lane that I'm in right now is a really fun lane to be in because I love doing these interviews, y'all. I love studying up on the artist. Well, most of the artists I already know about, but I love doing the research. I love getting that out to y'all. I love putting y'all up on people that you didn't know about, because ultimately that's what's going to continue to grow whatever genre we're covering, whether it's rap or country or rock or country rap or gangster rap or, you know, whatever it is, comedy. I'm going to start interviewing comedians at some point. So like that kind of stuff I feel like will have a longer shelf life than just a dope song will. Unless you get a song like a Save Me or a Son of a Sinner that stands the test of time, you know what I mean? I think it's just doper to see that, because a lot of these artists that are doing interviews with me, they're not opening up like that anywhere else. Broadnex says it on his interviews yesterday. Adam's the same way. White's done podcasts and stuff, but White hasn't really just done interviews like that. Pat's done interviews. Pat's interview with me was different, bro. It felt different, you know. And I take pride in that. I'm still going to keep doing my music, but if I get to collab with those artists, awesome. But if I don't, that's fine. You know, getting the interview is collabing with them, in my mind. You know, it's just collabing with them in a different format. Do you have a 5-year plan going? Yeah, I mean, 5-year plan would be me and her to be married. I didn't mean to hit you. Which that's going to definitely happen. But professionally, like, I'm just like No Jumper or so we finally started hitting bad around minutes like we did last time. 5-year plan, man. In the game, you know what I mean? So that's gonna happen because we're gonna work like we've been working. We're not gonna stop working. We're working as hard now as we started when we started last year with it. We're working harder now.
Yeah.
That's not just with this, but with the podcast, with the music, with the videos, with everything. Like we're
the marketing, the network.
Yeah, everything, every aspect of it. And I've got to be good at knowing that as long as I can still do music, I need to keep doing it because people are still out there wanting me to do music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And while I still have the ability to do it, I'm going to keep doing it. Shout out to Tunica. Bet the house on me, baby. All right. But yeah, we've got, like I said, this. So just to kind of give you an idea, tomorrow early morning randomness, Wednesday Chucky V full interview dropping. Almost 2 hours. I fucking loved this interview with Chucky. Chucky talks about music. He talks about guns. He talks about jewelry. He talks about Upchurch. He talks about Stoner. He talks about touring with Jelly. He talks about Leroy, DJ Coop. There's such a story with Chucky V that a lot of people didn't even know, including me. And me and Chucky are good friends now. But the Chucky V interview is fucking awesome, man. I'm excited for y'all to see it. It's closing. It's almost 2 hours. It's an epic one. That's Wednesday. Thursday, we're dropping early morning randomness. Friday, episode 114 of the I Got Some Shit to Say podcast with Triple Play Squeak. She's a really talented female artist from Memphis. She lives here now in Nashville. And DJ Coop's on the episode as well. He's doing her management. And then Sunday, we are going to be dropping another interview for you. And then Monday, we've got the episode with Stoner. And then the 12th, October the 12th, Broadnax's new interview will be dropping. We're dropping that day because it's the day that he starts the new leg of the tour. So y'all get to see that as soon as we get to the house. She drops me off, I'm going to start editing it. Let's go ahead and getting it edited and uploaded and clipped out and shorted out and all that stuff. So y'all just stay tuned, man. We're working. The service is getting sketchy here. Your driver is tired. Stay alert. Do we need to switch? We can switch if you want. Huh? You don't want to switch?
I don't know.
That means yes, we're going to switch. But no, we got to sit on here with y'all for an hour. The service, see, look at the service. One more. We're getting close. We're only about 3.5 hours away, I think. Because we're in Memphis. So,
Yeah, we're on the other side of Memphis.
I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for the continued support. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Tune in tomorrow, early morning randomness, and Wednesday for Chucky B's interview. Broadnax is coming out on the 12th. We're going to keep working for y'all, man. I love y'all. Peace.
Deuces.
Deuces.